Hi guys, it's Tiff. Welcome back to my channel. I received a request to do a tutorial on how to make my pom-poms that I had shown at Christmas. And so here is an example of one. And these were kind of my first attempts at doing these. I've made pom-poms before, but I had never done them with different types of yarns or different types of, like, here is tulle, wool. So there's different kinds of yarn and elements in there. So I just wanted to show you guys how to do it. It's actually really, really simple and really, really easy. And so I chose the pink, white, and red because we're getting ready for Valentine's. So, all right, let me get into it. First, I wanted to show you is different types of yarns and stuff that you can use. Again, there's no rhyme or reason for any of this. Just use what you have. Here is some wool yarn. I picked this up from, I think it is called Trim and Twine. And I found her on Instagram. But I'll go ahead and put her link below too. So this is more of like a wool yarn. You can do that. These are from Hobby Lobby. Here's the cotton extra, extra large. I love this texture. So you can use these type of yarns. Here's your basic yarn. This is the Mini Maker. This one's also from Hobby Lobby. So it's just that thinner, probably what we would all consider like the regular yarn. Here's another one from Hobby Lobby. Kind of still the same thing as this last one. Just a little bit of a different texture again too. Here's Chanel from the dollar store. Now I have found when you do use Chanel, it's comes off a lot easier. It's still really easy to make a pom-pom, but when you go to cut it, it really just like shreds everywhere. So if you don't really want a huge mess, maybe skip Chanel, but I think it leaves a really pretty texture inside your pom-pom. These two were the basic yarns that I got when I ordered my my pom-pom maker. They just came with a bag of those, and I ordered this 2 years ago. So I'm not sure if it's still on Amazon. I'll go ahead and put a link. But if you just Google pom-pom makers, I'm sure you can find them. Hobby Lobby, Michael's, any craft store online, I mean everything. But I'll try to see if I can find the link for these. And it came with 4 different sizes. Some different things that we're going to add in here is some like embroidery floss or baker's twine. You can use this. I've got these 2 different ones. I also have this that a lot of us get. It's just a great way to go through all your trims and add those in. We're also going to put tulle in there. I know we all go crazy for the tulle at dollar store and then sometimes don't know what to use with it. So make your pom-poms. Another thing that I do is I bought these little candy jars from the dollar store, and I have probably 40 of them. And when I have just little pieces that I've either gotten from swaps or I'm just done with a spool or something like that, I kind of put them together. So this was more of my pinks and yellows from my birthday swap, and also like some Valentine stuff in here. So I'm just going to go through here and dig in here and use some goodies. So, okay. First thing we're going to do, I'm not sure if you guys have done this, but, or used this pom-pom maker before. Make sure I got them on right. Okay, so comes apart like this. So you've got these 2 doodads and these 2 doodads. We're going to start with one side, and then we'll close it, and then we'll go to the other side. So I'll show you how to do that. So you're also going to just need a good sharp pair of scissors, and that's it. So I'm going to just start wrapping it, and we'll see what it looks like at the end. How you start these is I just go like this, and I like to go over versus under. So I'm just going to start. Oops. I feel like sometimes starting is the hardest part. It does not matter how long you make the tail. Okay, so I kind of think of this is we're going to be filling up this whole moon shape all the way to this thickness in here. I like to just pick a color Again, it does not have to be straight. If you want it to be, it can. Just kind of keep it in a section. I have watched several videos, but I don't think there's one that I would say I totally copied. I kind of just figured out what works the best for me. Okay. I stop up at the top. I trim it just a little bit. Sorry. Trim it just a little bit longer than that. All right, now let's pick out something else. Let's go ahead and do, this is the fun part. You just start grabbing stuff. I'm going to use this. How I like to do it is I want to make sure this piece is tucked under, so I hold it with my finger. I make like a cross over that piece. And then I just make sure I wrap it in there. And do the same thing. You can go slow, you can go fast. I'm trying to make sure I stay in camera. Kind of like watching glue dry. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Gonna cut right there. Okay, we're gonna get some white. It's easier to take these things off here. The more you do them, you're gonna see like if there's a pattern you like. I just like mine super random. So I don't really pay attention to, I just know if I do like a lot of the same color, there's going to be a lot of pink on one side or a lot of that color on one side. I'll just go back and forth. It's okay if it's thicker than the other side. We're going to come back and go on top. Okay. And cut. I'm going to do some of this red wool. And of course, it's going to be all stuck together. See? Cross over, hold your finger over it. Again, I don't know if that part is super important. It just makes me feel like everything's going to be super tight in there. I'm going to use this red and go all the way over to the foot, but make sure you don't cover the foot, this green part. You just want to go underneath it. And since this wool is a little bit fatter, it's filling up quicker, so I'm not going to need as much. But, okay. All right. Okay, I am going to put some tulle in here, and first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my little jar and see what pieces I can use. I can use this. I tried to look for pieces that are long, like this would be a good one. This one, here, let's just do that right here. Okay. Make sure it has no knots in it from being tied. All right, I'm just going to do the same thing. Just twist it in here like this. It's okay if it's twisted. I think the twisted would be prettier. Oh, look, there's a knot. Instead of trying to get that knot out, that's as far as I'm going to go with that one. Okay. And let's add something else in here. You can throw gold in it. Here's a gold ribbon. That'll be pretty right there in the middle. Right here. This one I might keep a little flatter. It might look better. And it's puffing up. Okay. Stop right there. All right, what colors do we have? Let's do a Chanel. hold it. Like. It's definitely easier if you just use one color. But I'm going to try to get that gold in there. Might not get it on this one. Okay. Take this little thing off. Hold on. See how it's getting thicker on that side than in here? So I'm going to finish this one to the foot. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go back over this way, and then I'm going to bring another color in for the foot. I'm going to let the chenille fill in to the bottom here. There'll be a lot of that. Can't even see that gold anymore. So that just means a lot of chenille will be showing. Okay, see how it's kind of getting full? Okay, and then how you start the other side is I'm going to bring it over to the foot again. Okay, then you just close this side. You bring your ribbon, or your yarn over to here. So that stays closed. Now I'm going to take this and start right there. I don't want to do a lot right here, so I'm going to stop since we use so much on the other side. Okay. You don't really have to hold that side. It's pretty snug inside there. Okay, but now we're going to do the same thing with this. I don't have very much red. Let's try red. Crisscross. Oops. Don't get it in there. I tried. Okay, I'm going to go this far. Once I kind of figured out how to do it, it was really fun to make them. And when I realized that you do not have to be perfect with these, just start winding stuff. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to do some tulle. I'm actually going to look back in here. I think I saw some tulle in here. Oh, look, this is probably left over from my birthday. Let's see, look how pretty. It's all hearts and sparkly. So this will be really pretty on it, especially since this is going to be for Valentine's Day. So the same thing. I squish it. I stick it right there. And you can make it straighter. It doesn't have to be. Just kind of start doing this with your tool. Obviously, the more you do, the more you're going to have right in there. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to do a white. So I kind of start looking at the patterns on the other side too, to like, you know, if I close this pink's going to be by here and that red's going to be by there. So I'm going to try this wool. Actually, I don't know if it's cotton. I love this one. This one's my favorite for especially Christmas. Okay. Hold it right here. Hey guys, sorry about like where my camera's at and stuff. I don't really do tutorials that much. I think I've done one before. I'm still learning how to do them. Okay, this one's really fat. So again, I'm just going to stop right there. Okay. Let's see if there's any else. Oh, let's do this baker's twine. Okay. Cross. Okay. see what else is in here. I don't really want yellow in there. Let's see. Here, I have, ooh, look at this. Oh, I don't want yellow in there, sorry. Okay, let's try this. I've never tried Rick Rack, so let's see how a Rick Rack's going to look in there. Might like it, might not, but I'll learn for next time. Okay. I'm going to keep this pretty tight and just in this one space. This would even be pretty if you didn't want to add in all different kinds of trims. If you just did different colored yarn, it'd be really, really pretty. Okay, I'll go back to this. Actually, I'm going to go back to this pink one. Oops, sorry, hit my camera. I'll bring that over here to the edge. Just covering. Sorry. Covering that red. Again, do not make it perfect. We're going to cut right through the top and trim and all that stuff too, so it doesn't matter. Okay. I go in here a little bit farther. See, I'm kind of getting that bottom filled. Okay, I'm going to stop there. A bit more filled in. Okay, that's going to be puppy. Okay, here's a piece of hot pink tulle. It's not very much. Just going to throw that in there. Again, it's just going to give it some extra texture. And let's see, what else should I end it on? Do I have a little pink? Pink. Is there a tiny pink? There it is. I think I'm just going to end with this one. Okay. So, ooh, I'm loving that right now. So I don't need much of this. I'm just kind of going in to just fill up this bottom part right here, just to kind of tighten up that tulle too. This should be the end. Okay. All right. Okay. So then the next thing you do is you close it, and then you got your pom-pom in there. So let me move all of this out of the way. I'll move it too far. Okay. The next thing you're going to need is, I try to use some of my thickest yarn or my best quality yarn for tying off my pom-pom. Just because you want it to be really sturdy. So what you do with these is, the first thing is you're going to want to cut your pom-pom apart. So you kind of start where there's this opening, get your really good scissors, hold it shut, and sometimes it's a little hard because there's so many layers, and you just start cutting. These are really good scissors, but some of this yarn, see like how some is easier than others? Going through all this many layers. Okay, get through the tulle. I might speed this part up, guys. You don't have to watch me. Okay. So you're basically just opening up. It is easier to kind of go through the top layer first. Here, go through baker's twine. This is the hardest part of the whole thing. Okay, oh, this is the rickrack. My neighbor's next door. Okay, so if you look, spread it apart, I've got all of that side. Okay, keep it closed. Now I'm going to go to the other side and do this one. It doesn't matter what side you start. I think sometimes where we crossed over, you definitely going to cut that off. And you start doing the same thing. Come on. There we go. Hold it shut, stay shut. Oh, that's so thick in there. Okay. Ooh, that's that wool that just popped right out. Okay, so if you see now, I have cut it all the way through. So do not open it yet, because if so, you'd have all these little tiny pieces. So this is where you're going to get your yarn. And I leave a big tail. You're going to stick it in between here, all the way around. Now what I do is, you can pull tight here, but I want to go around one more time. So I really, really want it to stay. And you're going to tie a knot, pull down, tie a knot. I like to double knot it. Okay, that's in there pretty good. Okay, here we go. Take these little things off. Okay. And pull this one off. This goes right here. Okay, and then you take these things and you just pull them apart. There we go. And there is your pom-pom. So, looking at this one, it looks really funny. All right, let me get my trash can and we'll start cleaning it up. And then I can already see a couple things that I've learned from this one. I'll show you. Where'd my garbage can? Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. I get these bags at Daiso. I love them. It's I have it on one of my carts with those big pink or blue clips that you get from the Dollar Tree, and it just hangs there. So first thing, I'm going to cut that off. Okay, so one of the first things that I noticed is you can see my yarn right here, and the tool is not filling in like the yarn is. So the next time I do this, I would not do the tool on the first layer of my, let's just call it a rainbow. I would do it on the second layer so it's not up to the string. But look, you can see your different ribbons in there. See, I think that looks really pretty. Here's the wool. Here's the baker's twine tool. So the next thing I do is you just want to go and clean it up however you want. I just kind of look at it and give it a haircut just by kind of trying to keep it even. Like I said, every time I do one, I learn a little bit more what kind of materials I like more than others. I love the tulle in it, but I think I love the tulle when it's just little pieces sticking out. There's the rickrack. Here's the gold. Again, these do not even have to be that great because I think they're meant to be super shaggy. Look at that tulle in there. Look how pretty that looks right there. And a thicker on the bottom. See, like, look at that big chunk. And then when you cut, you realize you got to cut a little bit more. A little bit more. You want it more of a round shape. Let's see. Okay. That's good. Pretty good. Not perfect. But again, it's not supposed to be. I always go through and just play a little bit more, move the yarn around. But it turned out really, really, really pretty. And where you tie your knot will be the top. So that might help you a little bit when you're deciding which ones to use. But look how pretty that is. Wouldn't that be fun off of a journal? Or just, I sent one for Christmas to somebody for Christmas, and I just thought it was really fun to just throw that in there. So that's it, guys. That was a long one, 28 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to see what you guys create. If there's anything else that you want to add into your pom-poms, I'd love to see what you guys add. So, all right, let me know if you have any questions. And again, I will go ahead and try to see if I can find a link for this from Amazon. So, all right, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.